welcome the night and its dreams. As the first rays of sunlight kissed the Roman countryside, Faustus yawned and stretched beneath his favorite olive tree. The earth smelled of dew, and the soft cooing of doves drifted through the air like a lullaby. The fox's fluffy tail swished lazily as he padded to a nearby brook to sip the cool, refreshing water. The brook sang its own soft tune, a tinkling melody that blended with the rustling leaves. Faustus closed his eyes, letting the calm music of nature soothe him. Today, Faustus whispered to no one in particular, is a perfect day for being sleepy. As the day warmed, Faustus wandered through fields of wheat and lavender. The golden stalks swayed in the breeze, and the scent of lavender filled the air. He came across a kind farmer named Marcus, who always left a little basket of grapes and figs by the edge of the field. "Ah, Faustus," Marcus chuckled when he saw the fox. "Enjoy your feast, my lazy friend." With a grateful flick of his ears, Faustus nibbled on the fruits. The sweet taste made him even sleepier. In the afternoon, Faustus found his way to the ancient Roman baths. The warm steam curled up into the sky, and the soothing sound of water trickling into stone pools made his eyelids heavy. He curled up on a sun-warmed rock, his tail wrapping snugly around him. The voices of people chatting softly, the splash of water, and the distant hum of a lyre player created the perfect symphony of calm. Faustus dreamed of chasing clouds and dancing with the moon. As night fell, Faustus awoke to the sound of crickets serenading the evening. The stars sparkled like tiny lanterns in the deep blue sky. Faustus stretched and climbed a small hill overlooking the city. From there, he could see the Roman Forum glowing faintly in the distance, alive with torches and murmurs. Sitting atop the hill, Faustus watched the world settle into calmness, just like him. The quiet hum of the night wrapped around him like a soft blanket, and as the moon rose higher, Faustus let out a small, contented sigh, curling up once more. "Yes," he thought, drifting into dreams again, "this has been the coziest, sleepiest day." As Faustus lay curled on the hill, the stars above seemed to shimmer with a special kind of magic. The soft rustle of the wind carried with it a gentle melody, as though the night itself was humming a lullaby. Faustus's ears perked up slightly, half dreaming, half aware, and he opened one sleepy eye to see a firefly glowing softly nearby. "Hello there," whispered Faustus, his voice barely audible against the stillness of the night. The firefly flickered in reply, dancing in lazy circles around him. Its tiny light seemed to pulse with the rhythm of the distant lyre music coming from the city. Faustus, too tired to chase it, watched with quiet admiration. "Do you think the stars ever get sleepy like me?" Faustus murmured, his words tumbling out as if to no one in particular. The firefly buzzed gently as if agreeing and drifted off into the shadows of the olive trees. Faustus sighed and laid his head back down, the soft earth cradling him. In his dreams, Faustus found himself standing on a silver path that shimmered like moonlight. Around him, the night seemed to stretch forever, quiet and calm. Ahead of him, the moon hung low in the sky, large and glowing. "Faustus," the moon's deep, soothing voice called. The fox blinked, tilting his head curiously. "Are you talking to me?" "Of course, little one. You've been so calm, so still today. I wanted to thank you." "Thank me?" Faustus asked, his tail flicking softly behind him. "Yes," the moon replied, glowing brighter. "You remind the world to slow down, to breathe, to enjoy the quiet moments. That's something even the stars admire." Faustus felt his chest swell with a sleepy kind of pride. "I didn't know I could do something so important by being, well, just sleepy." The moon chuckled, a low rolling sound like waves on a distant shore. "Sometimes the greatest gift is to simply be yourself, Faustus. Now rest. The stars will watch over you." When Faustus finally stirred, the first hints of dawn painted the sky in soft pinks and golds. The birds were beginning their morning songs, and the air carried a crisp, refreshing scent. The little fox stretched slowly, feeling the warmth of the morning sun touch his fur. He yawned, his breath forming tiny clouds in the cool air, and looked around. The hilltop was bathed in the gentle light of dawn, and the olive trees swayed lightly in the breeze. Somewhere in the distance, Marcus's farm began to stir, and the brook's melody started anew. Faustus smiled. "Another sleepy day awaits," he said softly to himself, patting down the hill to find his favorite olive tree once again. And so his gentle life continued, reminding everyone who crossed his path that there's beauty in calmness and magic in simply enjoying the world, one slow, dreamy moment at a time. As Faustus descended from the hill, his paws brushed against the dewy grass, and the gentle light of dawn wrapped the world in a golden glow. Today felt just a little different. There was something in the air, an invitation perhaps, to wander further than usual. I suppose even a sleepy fox can explore now and then, Faustus mused, his tail flicking behind him as he strolled towards a path he had never taken before. The path wound through an ancient forest where sunlight filtered through the canopy in soft, dancing patterns. Faustus could hear the gentle hum of bees in the distance and the occasional rustle of unseen creatures. It was peaceful, but also brimming with quiet energy. As Faustus ventured deeper, the air seemed to change. It grew cooler, filled with the faint scent of wildflowers and a hint of something sweet, like honey. Soon he came to a clearing surrounded by tall, swaying cypress trees. In the center of the grove was a small, crystal-clear pool. Beside the pool sat an elderly tortoise wearing a wreath of tiny flowers. The tortoise looked up slowly as Faustus approached, his wise eyes twinkling with amusement. "Ah, a visitor," the tortoise said in a voice as smooth as a flowing stream. "It's been a long time since anyone has wandered this way." Faustus tilted his head curiously. "I didn't mean to intrude. I was just following the path." The tortoise chuckled. "No intrusion at all, young fox. This is a special place meant for those who need it. You seem calm, but perhaps you're searching for something?" Faustus sat by the pool, dipping his paw into the cool water. "I'm not sure. I wasn't searching for anything. I'm just a sleepy fox who enjoys quiet days." The tortoise nodded knowingly. Even the quietest hearts can yearn for small adventures. "Tell me, do you know the magic of this pool?" Faustus shook his head. "Drink from it," the tortoise said with a slow smile, "and it will show you a memory, not just from your life, but perhaps from the life of the world around you." Intrigued, Faustus bent down and took a careful sip from the pool. The water was cool and sweet, and as it touched his tongue, a vision began to unfold in his mind. He saw the very grove he was sitting in, but it was hundreds of years ago. The trees were smaller, the air was filled with the laughter of children, and a young fox, remarkably like himself, was playing in the grass. This fox danced among the flowers, his fur glowing in the sunlight, while a group of humans watched with delight. "Once," the tortoise said softly, breaking Faustus's trance, "this grove was a meeting place for humans and animals alike. They came here to celebrate the peace between them. That young fox was your ancestor, Faustus." His quiet nature taught those around him to cherish the stillness of life. Faustus blinked, the vision fading. "My ancestor? I had no idea." "You carry his spirit," the tortoise replied. "Perhaps it's why the world feels calmer wherever you go." As the sun climbed higher in the sky, Faustus thanked the tortoise and began his journey home. The sleepy fox still loved his calm, drowsy days, but now he carried a new understanding of his place in the world. From then on, Faustus wandered a bit further each day, sharing his quiet magic with all he met. Whether it was a weary bird seeking shade, a farmer like Marcus needing a moment of peace, or even the rustling trees swaying to his presence, Faustus brought stillness and warmth wherever he went. The little fox became more than just a creature of calm. He became a reminder of the beauty in simplicity, the joy in slowing down, and the wonder in simply being. And when the stars returned each night, Faustus would curl up under their glow, dreaming of the past and present, content in the knowledge that even the smallest, sleepiest fox could leave a lasting mark on the world.